Hey, it's a new day and welcome back to my channel. It is going to be a couple days of my life today on this vlog, and it's gonna be a good one, guys. We're gonna start off with some home improvement style stuff, and I just want to take you around with our weekend. We're gonna go show you our rental property and some of the changes that have been made to that. It's gonna be a good weekend, a very busy weekend, and at some point I want to sit down and talk with you guys. This is real life, guys. I know it's a YouTube channel, but it's my real life, and so I like to let you guys in on some stuff. We'll get to that at some point, so stick around. But right now I am at Knowles Flooring, I think it's called. They're gonna help me out with I'm picking out some materials for our rental property, as well as our bedroom bathroom that we were hoping to finish up this summer. We've been in our fixer-upper now for almost 3 years, and we finally are getting to our master bath, or primary suite, whatever they call it nowadays, and also our bathroom. So yeah, I'm really excited. I will put some inspo pictures up here with the tile that we're gonna pick out. I would love to do like a pink color or like a tan. I'm not gonna be that brave, guys, but I do love the stacked subway tile look like that vertically. So yeah, something very clean, I think. But I did see some really cool, I'm calling it like rough cut European stone. That's what it reminds me of. And I just think that looks so pretty. It's like very rustic looking, and I think that would look really nice, like juxtaposition with like a clean countertop and then like rustic wood flooring. And then just have everything else very clean, because I'm not a rustic person, but I like that juxtaposition. Look up Japandi style. It's really beautiful. But yeah, so it's still in the processing stages, like making the decisions and stuff, and they brought in a whole bunch of samples for me today, so that's why I'm here. Also, we're picking out the hardwood flooring for our bedroom bathroom. We're actually probably going to do both of that in an XL vinyl plank, and I'll just put on screen here. There was two options we were debating between. They look very similar on camera and in real life too, but they're a lighter wood wide plank, and I love them both, but I think we're going to go with the one on the left. It's just a little bit lighter, and I don't want it to compete with my medium wood toned furniture that I'm going to be getting. I don't want it to be too close that it looks like we tried to match and failed, and also I don't want the furniture to like fade away into the floors. Like, there needs to be enough of a contrast. I mean, we'll do an area rug and stuff, but that's kind of where I'm letting it inside my brain here. But yeah, we have that coming up this summer as well, Lord willing. I like to say that because, yeah, I don't know. I feel like things can change last minute. Anyway, they're going to be closing here soon, so let me grab my stuff. Actually, I'm going to have him come help me with these samples. They're so heavy. But yeah, we'll get in here, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for being here and coming along on a couple days in the life of a Mennonite mom. Yeah, I really appreciate that you guys are here. Let's go. So let's say I do vertically stacked subway tile. Would I go with more this or more like this? It does have kind of a variegation to it, like it's bumpy. You watching the rain come down? So, it's a Friday night. Very soon that will mean ball season, and Josh plays ball on Friday nights.
Yeah, next Friday.
Next Friday, okay, that soon, wow. But yeah, normally we would go socialize tonight or something, but I decided, you know what, I'm filming anyway, like I'm not hard up. We also need to run for groceries, and I don't know, anybody else, is it kind of fun to go grocery shopping with your husband, or does it drive you nuts? I'm like in both camps. It drives me nuts, but it's also fun. So anyway, we're just stopping in to see what the contractors got done on, we're calling it the Heritage House. It's a house that has two sides, duplex, is that what you call it? And the one side needs a lot of work, so that's what we've been working on. The other one is totally livable, and there's actually somebody in it right now, so we don't have to worry about that one at the moment. But the other one is, yeah, needs a lot of work. So yeah, it's slow going. We'll show you what it looks like, and then yeah, we'll go for groceries and see where the evening takes us. it's gonna be fun, very low key, chill. Normally, I feel like in Lancaster County, you socialize Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. I mean, that's how we always do most of the time. But I feel like the older we get, the more I'm okay with like one of those nights just being us. Yeah, it's kind of fun. Tomorrow we were supposed to go to an aquarium with my family, and someone got sick, so we just canceled the whole thing. We're like, if we can't all go together, we're just not gonna go at all. The kids were very disappointed. I was disappointed, but it's okay. It'll be a good weekend anyway, right? It'll just be more work, less fun. Oh, here we are. My.
Here you go.
It actually looks worse than last time. Is that possible? Oh my, this place is, I think it's even worse than last time I showed it to you, but they did get drywalling done. Yep. And our front door came in. Okay, without showing you the whole house, this is the color of the shutters. I think we want to paint them. And this is the brick that we're not investing the money to paint that right now. So then what color shall we paint our new front door? I kind of like white. I don't know. Red, you want a red door. Maybe like a black? I don't know. I feel like with that brick, you don't have a lot of options in the front.
Are we moving?
Are we moving here? Would that be fun? No, this is a little house. This is for someone else to live in. We're just fixing it up and making it look nice. Hi, what do you think of the place, Miller? Do you approve?
This is charging.
The stalls are charging.
No, that saw's charging. That one is.
It's a battery. It smells like Home Depot in here, and it's like such a nostalgic, happy feeling. But like, this is what our house smelled like when we were young and like getting our first house together. It just brings back all those memories. I think it's like the wet cement or putty or whatever. Oh wow, okay, this has changed. It's all cleaned up. We're just gonna whitewash this all, I'm imagining, right? White dove. Ha, it's the exact same situation up here, except we now have doors, so I guess that's something. When do you think we're gonna be ready to find a renter for it?
I could probably have it ready by July.
What do you have in the purple wall?
The purple, oh, the wall won't stay purple.
All right, kiddos, let's run on to the next thing.
Let's go for groceries. We've been in the store 30 seconds and we already have 2 things in our cart that were not on the list.
What about chips? Like
We are
chips
0
and
for
salsa?
2, Josh. He looks so important. He's so excited.
Hey, calm down.
Yeah, he done it again. Blazed right on by.
Listen, did you get where you were wanting to go?
Oh my word. He just has to swallow his pride. He is directionally challenged, and there's no arguing around it. having a super chill morning. I don't remember the last time we had a relaxing Saturday. I feel like we always have things on the schedule and things to do. But this morning Josh got up and made us breakfast. I've been doing some computer work, catch up stuff, editing, that kind of thing. And yeah, Josh is now currently off at the hardware store with the big kids, the 3 and the 4-year-old. They love going to the hardware store with their daddy, and I feel like they do that every time that Josh is in charge of them. The baby is sleeping, but he's about to get up from his nap. I just wanted to sit down. You know that Father's Day is right around the corner. Dads are the worst to shop for. I feel like they have everything. I usually just like get my dad some kind of food or something that I know he likes, but I have a great gift idea for you. I am partnering with Storyworth on this portion of the video, and guys, if you use Storyworth, because of me, I'm gonna feel like I get a feather in my cap because it is such an awesome idea. Storyworth is an online service that helps you and your loved ones connect through sharing stories and memories and preserves them for years to come. So basically the way Storyworth works is they will send you a prompt through email or to your grandparent or whoever you're going to do this project with, and then that prompt is going to get them to tell you a story, a specific thing about their life. And the prompts are very like thought-provoking, something that you might not have thought to ask your loved one before. Like, what's the furthest place you've ever traveled? You tell me about that. What people have been the kindest to you in your life? What is something you learned from your own parents? What is something that you are proud of? What was my mom like as a child? Oh, that could be really fun to hear. Yeah, just so many interesting topics. I'm gonna do this with my grandma and grandpa on my mom's side. They lived through some of the most interesting times in American history, I think. And I learned about, the 50s, 60s, 70s in my history book, but I wanna hear how it was like firsthand from like the Mennonites going through that. How did the Cold War look among non-resistant Mennonites? I'd love to know. Just like different things like that. I remember my grandma talking about the victory gardens they used to grow up with and stuff like that. But yeah, just such an interesting perspective on US history is in my own back pocket with my grandparents, and how often do I sit down and think to talk to them about those things. And so here is what my book could look like when I'm done. And so for myself personally, I'm going to, my grandparents, they can use technology. Like my grandma, I text her all the time and she responds back right like that. She's very with it, I guess, when it comes to technology. But I'm planning to just use the prompts and just sit down with them and type it up as they talk, so that eventually, I guess I'm now the historian of the family, I don't know, but eventually we will have a beautiful keepsake book that my cousins, my children, myself, we can all look at someday. My grandparents will have kind of written it, but not really, because it makes it super easy and just like painless to get all their stories down on paper. You can add pictures. This book right here is not exactly the one. Like I said, I'm just starting this with my grandparents, but this is what it could look like when we're done. Very high quality and just like full of real life stories from my actual family. Our Mennonite culture is very big on family, and I hope yours is too. And yeah, just to get the stories rolling and like the reminiscing happening. I worked at a retirement home for a period of time, so I have heard lots of great firsthand stories, and I can't wait to record family memories from my family itself. So if you guys would like to check this out as well, Storyworth has given me my own link, so I will put it down below in the description box. It is storyworth.com/meganfox. And when you use that link, it actually is going to give you $10 off of your first purchase. So that's really helpful, and maybe just a little bit of incentive to get you started, because I know it might seem a little bit like an undertaking, but it's going to be so worth it when it's done. I cannot wait to have this book to pass around our family, and to just I think my grandparents are gonna enjoy like telling the stories too. So yeah, I think it's time to wake the baby up, so I'm gonna go feed him and then we'll go on a little family outing. I don't even know what we're doing. It's kind of off the cuff. That's what's nice about doing things with just your own little nuclear family. You don't have to ask opinions of everybody. You can just kind of go as the wind blows and just do what you guys enjoy. So anyway, enough chatting, let's go. just go back further on the stick. Bonnie's out here. I told her I have no flowers for my centerpiece anymore because they died. And so she's out here trying to find some. Aww.
I never saw a ladybug at our house before.
You didn't? Where did you see ladybugs?
There's lots and lots of ladybugs when you climb that tower near.
Yeah, the tower we climbed had so many ladybugs.
There's like 115.
Yeah, 115. Wow, she's so peaceful. Are you gonna pick that flower?
What? No?
You gonna leave her alone?
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's Sunday. I'm having a wonderful day of rest. It's like 85 degrees out there. It is so like humid and like there's just lots of moisture in the air. And this is only May, so I really hope our spring is not gone yet completely. But I'm jumping in here to show you guys one of our family favorite recipes that I'm pretty sure you all have made before and maybe just have forgotten about. I love when I watch a YouTube video and somebody makes something that I already know how to make. I just forgot about it. Oh, here comes the resident golfer.
Yeah.
He just walks in the door. How was it? Was it hot?
It was hot.
It's so hot outside. I am going to be making a very yummy, refreshing Olive Garden salad, mock Olive Garden salad, I guess you could say, for tonight. We're going to a local school's gym and we're having a family get together with my cousins and my second cousins, like everybody back to my great grandparents who have sadly are both gone now. But yeah, I'm supposed to bring a salad. So I always like to have a huge big salad bowl, and I like this orange one because I feel like it makes the vegetables pop. I'm just doing romaine lettuce, and then you can do Parmesan cheese in any form really. I like to use this stuff and then grate it with my grater, but not in like little tiny pieces, but in more like shavings. And then a red onion, I like to put it in big pieces because I don't like onions and I like to pick them out, so I don't dice them very finely at all. I like to use cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, but this is what I have, so we're gonna use the ones on the vine. Salt and pepper, of course, pepperoncinis. I leave them whole, so they're easy to pick out, but I feel like they add a nice flavor to a salad. Even if you don't want to necessarily bite into a pepperoncini, it gives everything a good flavor. Black olives, you need those for like the nice salt. I don't really love black olives, but in this salad, amazing. And then I have the off-brand Olive Garden dressing. It tastes just the same. Whenever I get the chance to go to Costco with my mom-in-law, I love to pick up their 2 giant Olive Garden dressing bottles. They're for a good price, and my kids just like drink Olive Garden dressing practically. They love Italian dressing on just about anything. So anyway, so here's the bowl, and there it is. I will add the croutons, which I forgot to show you, Italian seasoned, and the dressing once we get there, and I'll just toss to mix it all together, and we will eat. The key to a good salad is small lettuce pieces and big other pieces. That way, if somebody doesn't like onions, they can pick around them. If somebody doesn't like tomatoes, they can pick around those. But then small enough lettuce that you're not like getting it all over your face when you're eating it. But yeah, like I said, we're going to a reunion tonight. The hot food is provided. We're all supposed to just bring salads and desserts. So I'm on for a salad. Hey guys, so it is now Tuesday afternoon, and I wanted to do this little project with you guys. By the way, if I look a little bit dressed up, it's because me and my cousin are filming another episode of our Honey, I'm a Homemaker series, and I'm dressed for that. By the way, this sweater, I'm recently been having like a powder blue era. I love this color. It's actually cropped. But the sleeves, they're so fun, and I'm just wearing it with this skirt that I have from my collection with Inherent Clothing Company, and then this tank top is also from them. So I have this one mama hoodie that I wear all the time. It says Mom Mode, and it's very cozy, but it collects all kinds of hair. It's on its last leg. It has like pills all over it. I can't fix it anymore. So I've been looking for another hoodie. I've been seeing all kinds of cute, trendy ones that have like words across the chest, and most of the words are like things I don't really like. Los Angeles, like what does that have to do with me? Nothing really, right? But we also sell very cloud-like crew necks on my website. Many of you have bought them. It's a Bella and Canvas Fleece Blank. It's in more of a peach color and I love it to death. I wear it all the time. So I actually ordered just one, what would you call this, sand colored blank off of Amazon. And I'm gonna DIY it. It's literally the softest thing you've ever felt. I got a small and I've already fit it on and it's still a little bit oversized. So if you're about my size, you probably want a small. I would say it's, yeah, true to size. And you're probably wondering, Megan, why are you making something long sleeve in the middle of summer? But we have a lot of cabin trips and different things coming up. And I just like to feel cozy and warm, like sitting around a campfire or like in the cabin, whatever. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So what I'm gonna do here is I ordered these iron-on letter patches from Etsy. And I'm gonna make it say Lank on the front, which you're like, what is that? But I live in Lancaster County, so I see a lot of merch like that around here, but nothing in a cozy crew neck like this. And yeah, I just think it's gonna be, you can make it say all kinds of stuff. Sunny, mama, I don't know. I just decided I'm gonna pay some homage to my home area. So we're gonna make it say that. But yeah, I really like the white against like the stone color. I think it looks really nice. So I have my iron set up and this is just a piece of linen, flannel, cotton, I don't know. It's brand new from Dollar Tree. And I'm just gonna use this to protect the letters while I iron them on. And we'll see how it looks. Okay, here it is. What do we think? Oh my word, I love it actually. Very much my colors. I like that a lot. And if you think it looks good, it feels that much better. It's so cozy. It is a little big, like I said, but I like that. Anyway, so I did tell you guys that, yeah, we had, at least I had a little bit of a wake-up call this past week. I feel like, I don't know, I think God was trying to teach me something. I feel like when you're young, I mean, I'm relatively young. I'm still in my 20s, so like, I don't know. I feel like me and Josh just feel like we're invincible. Not invincible, but you know, we're like going for it. We're going after things. We're busy. We're just, yeah, trying to make hay while the sun shines, right? A little backstory. Josh got his CDL back in the day. A CDL is like a special license if you want to drive like a big truck with what, an 18-wheeler, big rig, whatever. I don't know what the correct terms are, whatever. But yeah, he always wanted to get it just because it's good to have. You know, you never know when you're gonna want it or need it, and he dreams of like driving truck part-time sometime or something, but Josh, yeah, he has a lot of interests. Anyway, let's just put it that way. But he tries to keep his CDL license up to date because if you let it expire, apparently you have to go through all kinds of different classes and stuff. Some of you truckers' wives will know what I'm talking about. But yeah, anyway, he doesn't want to let it expire, so he goes for his physical every couple years, whatever it is, and makes sure that everything's good. And so he went for his CDL physical. Y'all know Josh, he hates doctors, so he's usually always worked up when it comes to going to a doctor's office. He thinks it stems back from when he was a kid. He had a cast on his wrist and the doctor went to cut it off and he was like 6 years old and thought they were gonna cut his whole arm off and he like freaked out, to put it mildly. His mom said he was like terrified. Anyway, so maybe it stems from something like that. I don't know, but long story short, or long story long, he goes to the doctor. But anyway, the doctor said that his blood pressure looked high. So he had him laid down for 10 minutes in another room. And Josh thought he was feeling pretty good compared to how he normally feels when he goes to a doctor's office. He wasn't feeling lightheaded or worked up at all, he didn't think. And he don't know what that first number was, but they read it again. It was like 138 or something over something. I don't know. I don't want to give you all the details because I'll get 100 different opinions. I try to keep medical stuff out of my vlogs for the most part. That's not the point here, right? So he comes home and he seems really worked up about it. Like, yeah, he has high blood pressure. He can't believe it. And I was just like, well, you're like the most fit person I know. You work so hard. He'd been roofing all week, and I just couldn't quite figure it out either. And then he was looking up all kinds of things online. You never do that, guys, right? But trying to figure out why he might have it. And I guess the doctor scared him good about, like, he could have a stroke potentially or something. So we borrowed a blood pressure cuff from our friend, and he was taking his blood pressure off and on, and yeah, it was kind of high sometimes and normal other times, whatever. And yeah, that story still doesn't have a happy ending. I don't really know if that was just like he keeps taking it off and on just to see, and it seems to be in like the high 20s range, which is not super concerning, but he's pretty young yet, and like he lives an active, healthy lifestyle, so I don't know. Anyway, the one night he was awake at 3 in the morning, he couldn't sleep, he got himself all worked up again. And he is a very level-headed, like he's the rock in this family. I'm the one that's like gets worked up, right? And so with him being like that, it was getting me all worked up too. And anyway, yeah, it just made me realize that, wow, me and Josh always talk about, we have to stay fit, we have to stay healthy. So someday we can go like hike mountains out in Colorado with our kids and stuff. Like it's a dream of ours to be able to keep up with our teenagers, you know? It's hard to explain unless you're like living in the moment, but it just made me realize that health is like overarching of everything else. Like nothing else really, you can't really do any of your dreams and your goals. You can't really live your life if you don't have health. And I know some of you live that reality out every day and you totally understand. But yes, that same week, Miller came down with this crazy rash all over his body. I think what ended up happening was it was a really, like the first warm day of the year, and I put him in my wrap and we went on a walk. It was like pretty hot, and I think he had a heat rash. I always thought heat rashes go away as soon as, you know, they're not hot anymore, but this took like 2 or 3 hours and it receded. I was like Googling everything and very concerned, I guess you could say, and I would like sneak up to his room and take a picture every half hour in the exact same angle, every half hour, so I could compare, and sure enough, it was dissipating. And like I've noticed it here and there, little spots once in a great while, and I think it does have to do with heat. I always knew he ran hot. So those 2 incidences, I just feel like it was kind of a wake-up call. I feel like God was just, you know, I'm big on priorities, and I always want to make sure I have my priorities right. I want to raise my kids with my own hands, you know. I want to be their mom hands-on and not, you know, always be working too much or anything like that. That's just how I want to do it. And yeah, I always want to make sure I have my priorities right and not have a lot of regrets. I know you're never going to live your life and then look back and just be 100% proud of every choice you made, but I'm trying to live that way as much as possible, right? And yeah, I still don't know quite what God was teaching me, but I think it was something along the lines of, yeah, I've just been filling in my life with a lot of things that don't necessarily matter, and I haven't been taking the time for people as much and for just like slow living. I'm very privileged to mostly be healthy, me and my family, and I'm very privileged that I get to worry about the fridge breaking down or where we want to go on a family vacation. Like those things that's such a privilege. Like that's not other people's concerns. Other people are just like trying to get through each day. And yeah, there's just been some other tragic things, young moms with, I don't want to say, just young moms who have passed away over, like, yeah, it's just crazy. So I've just been having like a little bit of an epiphany, a wake-up call, and I just challenge you all as well. Don't let something truly scary be the thing that makes you decide to live your life with intention and do the things that matter. And that goes back to the whole story-worth thing I was telling you about earlier. Like, taking the time, I've been sitting down with my grandma and grandpa and like typing out their stories as they tell them to me, and it's been so good. It's been so good. I don't know how else to say it. It makes me realize that, you know, so many things that I've gone through, generations before me have gone through, just in different ways maybe. Yeah, it just has a real way of grounding me and seeing life, maybe just like a more mature lens, I guess you could say. But yeah, I feel like I grew up a lot in the past week or two. I'm not quite ready to admit that Josh and I are aging or anything. We're still in our prime, I like to say, but I do challenge you that if you are healthy, take your health seriously, eat as well as you can, be active, take charge of what you put into your mind and how much you put on your plate. You know, your nerves are a body part, right? We gotta look out for them too, and our anxiety levels and things like that. So anyway, I don't know who this message was for today, but if it was for you, I hope that, yeah, you guys can learn through my lessons that I've been learning lately. So anyway, I will have to keep you updated if we ever figure out the blood pressure thing. Hopefully it's just like a little glitch. Hopefully, yeah, he had a lot on his plate the last bit. He said maybe he was more stressed out than he thought. Sometimes when you have like, you're so used to like an underlying level of stress, you can kind of get used to it. It's good stress, like it's busy stress, good stress, right? But it's still there. Anyway, my cousin is here. We need to film, so I will let you all go and I'll see you in the next one. Check out Storyworth down below. I'll have everything there for you and you can get $10 off. So thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.
All right, looks like we made some progress here. Got all the painting is done, and we got floor in the first floor. It's a vinyl plank. Isn't quite as light as we were hoping to get, but they did not have anything in the price bracket that we wanted, so we went with the lightest thing we could get. Alright, let's go up and check out the upstairs, see what they got done today. A little bit of flooring in the bathroom. It's the same stuff as downstairs. Yeah, carpet's coming along. Got some of it done. So far, looking pretty good.